Alright, so welcome back. We're doing the last request for this day, which is to kill a monster. It looks like some sort of weird alligator fish thing, so let's go and...
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
Yes, it is a dangerous foe. Probably can't get a preemptive strike on it, unfortunately. Nope. I'm betting that's the monster we need to take care of. It looks like a gigantic crocodile. Seems pretty vicious too, and this area doesn't have very good footing either. We'll need to make sure we're fully prepared before we engage it. This is our opportunity to put our combat link to the test, V. Right. Well, we can hit it. Oh, whatever. We were not able to get in behind it. Let's arc slash here to delay these guys. Let's do a Scud Ripper like that.
Here we go. Got it.
Let's rush. Might as well use that up.
Understood.
Well, we killed one, I think.
Right.
Let's use Resounding Beat to increase
Keep it up,
everybody's
everyone.
defense.
Of course.
Let's use our Brilliant Spin to suck everything in.
No escape. Yeah.
Okay, they're all dead. Nice.
Go.
Let's do an Autumn Leaf Cutter. So try to get
There.
green repositioned.
My turn.
Try to do another Scud
Here we
Ripper
go.
on this thing.
Got it.
An opening.
I'll handle it.
Another Scud Ripper.
Here we go. Got it.
An opening.
Scud Ripper seems to be working pretty well.
My turn.
Let's do another Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There. Go.
I'll pick you
Getting a
up.
lot of double teams up in here. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's
Analyzing enemy
analysis
attack
this guy.
patterns.
We haven't really used this, but apparently it makes it easier to knock them down. Yeah, it increases one more star on everything, so it's good.
My turn.
Let's do an armor break.
Shatter. Now.
We'll rush.
B.
Okay. My turn.
We'll do Scud Ripper.
Here we go.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Got it.
An opening.
Go.
Should we motivate? Let's
All
motivate.
right. Let's do this.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle
Do
it.
another Scud Ripper.
Here we go. Got it.
An opening.
Elliot, let's do a Blue Lullaby.
Good night.
Good, we actually put it to sleep.
Of course.
This is so broken. This thing's so, like, it just keeps getting affected by all status
Shatter.
elements.
Off guard.
You're open. Okay.
Another one of these.
Here we go.
And we'll rush.
Now. Laura, let's go.
Of course.
Well, we've almost killed it.
Here we go.
And we'll try to finish it off with a Gale, maybe?
The second form. Gale.
We did it! Excellent!
That's that. Let's keep moving.
2.4 multiplier because of all the double teams. Yeah, we were unscathed in a boss fight. Like, when does that happen? Pretty happy with the way that played
I
out.
did it! I've only...
Actually, very happy with the way that played out. Phew, we did it. Just... High-fived each other. It's hard to believe that not even 24 hours ago, you two still weren't getting along. The two of you really do make an amazing team, though. With the two of you coordinating your attacks, I don't think anything stands a chance against us. No, that monster clearly had the advantage as far as brute strength is concerned. If we didn't have superior numbers, I doubt we would have emerged victorious. Yep, we still got a lot of room for improvement. The thought of you two getting any stronger is kind of terrifying. What's wrong? Nothing much. It's just seeing those two got me thinking that I'm going to need to strengthen my own resolve soon, too. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it for now. Anyway, we ought to get back and give our report. Very well then. I wonder if that means he's gonna get his S-Break ability soon. Actually, we didn't even get to see Elliot's S-Break. Ah, we are such fools. Yeah, that fight didn't really give us, yeah. It was a pretty easy fight. So I guess we gotta head back the way we came. Everything seems darker. Oh no, it doesn't. It was just because we were down at the bottom. Okay. Do we really have to run all the way out? I really hope not.
A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Well, we want U material, so we will fight it. Hopefully we'll get some U
This looks
material.
tough.
That's
Careful.
only one enemy.
My turn!
And we might as well build
My
up.
turn.
I'm glad we didn't use our craft stuff, because
Here we go.
too many times have we had to face like a boss after facing
My
a
turn.
boss, so.
Off guard!
You're open.
Oh, it's actually gonna hit us. That kind of sucked, actually. Can you not do that? Thank you.
My turn!
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for now.
That kind of was pretty terrible. We should have tried to kill it in one turn. Instead of what we ended up doing. No, not this way. This way. But we're pretty much, I think, done Field Study Day 2. And nothing eventful has really happened. We've got a bunch of, like, stuff at the start of this chapter. But again, the important, exciting stuff always happens towards the end of a chapter, so that should be coming up soon. I think. At least I hope. Aha! So this empty room was worth 4 something, or what is, yeah, cutscene. Here we go. Is something the matter? Oh, I didn't notice this before, but does anyone feel a slight breeze in this area? Wait. This way. You think it's like the passage we found yesterday? So there's a secret passage here too. If so, I imagine it probably opens like the last one did. Maybe this leads to somewhere else in the capital then. No way to know for sure until we open it. Kind of want to break stuff. Now, I wonder where this will lead. Maybe into the castle. That'd be kind of neat if it did. I suspected as much. I wonder where this leads. It's hard to be sure. We lose our sense of distance and location traveling underground like this. But if I had to guess, I'd say we're headed in the direction of... Maybe there's an exit close by. Alright, let's try and make our way outside. Okay, so there's actually quite a bit of stuff we can get this way.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
My turn.
Go. Ta! Now's our chance.
I'll back you up.
Let's just use Holy Song and heal
Listen
everybody
to my
up.
song of healing.
Thanks.
You have my things. My turn.
My turn. Now.
An opening.
There we go.
When we fight together,
The
No one stands a chance.
Brave and Scepter Master Quartz are almost leveled up as well. Okay. Oh, lots of Sepith. Nice. Actually, there's not much more to gather in this area. We just gotta go to the east and then make our way out. Another big monster.
a challenging foe. We should
Damn it!
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
Go. The second form. Gale.
Right. No escape.
I'll handle it.
At least we confuse this thing.
Now.
An opening.
Alright, that was quick and easy.
When we fight together,
And Machias leveled
No
up.
one stands a chance.
How come Machias is higher level than Fee? I thought they were both around the same level. Well, now everybody's like level 40 anyway, so the level scaling is doing its job. Gonna make our way northbound.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
My turn. Sit.
My turn.
of course.
One down. One down.
Okay.
Go.
My turn. Let's go.
Gotcha.
You're finished.
Nice. Elliot got a
Right.
finishing blow.
Okay.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
I'll back you up. Okay, that was tough.
Nice work, though.
Alright. Is there anything over there? Just a pot. Kind of want to break it. Anything? Nothing. Let's kill the fishy fish. Okay. At least we got an instant stun on it, so that's nice.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I'll handle it.
How are we going to do this? Scud Ripper, maybe?
Here we go. Now. Laura, let's go.
Laura, let's go.
My turn.
Do an Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There.
My turn.
And... that should kill them. She's going to crit.
Right.
Alright.
All right, let's keep going.
Fee leveled up. Laura's very, very close to leveling up her Master Quartz.
Success.
Oh, we didn't break that pot. Oh well, I don't want to run back for it anyway. Just have one more treasure chest.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Here we go.
Since we get a crit, let's do our Gale ability.
Second form. Gale. Go.
I'll back you up.
I'll handle it.
Right. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
And one more fight should level up Laura's Quartz. But there is no more fights to face, unless that's a monster box. Which I'm assuming we have to go up this ladder to get.
I spy
Nope,
treasure.
just good treasure. La Fort. Can't jump down. Oh well. Gotta go the long way. I wish there was a little bit more dungeon variety, though. A lot of them have been like these underground kind of things. The only one that was slightly different was that, I think it was like in chapter 1, maybe? Where we got to go into that forest. But otherwise, they've always been like these underground
There's
things.
the exit.
We're finally there.
Alright, let's exit then. Hey, isn't this... We seem to have emerged in the Ost district. Marcus's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. What's that? That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, that's Heimdall's cathedral's bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over in the Sankt district, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. What? You mean... Marcus? You're inviting us into your home? That is a little odd, because he seemed kind of like not... He seemed hesitant to take us anywhere where he lived before. Wonder what's changed. But then again, Elliot was hesitant too, so I don't know. So we decided to grab some fish and chips and go to the nearby pub. With our meal in hand, we headed to Marcus' house to enjoy lunch with a good cup of coffee. Ah, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yep, that pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. I'll admit, it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice, rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah, it looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then, he gets the chance to take some time away from his duties and come back to relax here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. That does sound like something I could see Governor Regnitz saying. He seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belongs to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fia, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Ah, right. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died. Around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day. And eventually, the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words. But even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. But they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. "But I told her," he said. "I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?" After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, then the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was, how wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. He's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Well, that was a pretty heavy-handed conversation. But Machias can now use S-Craft. Nice. So I think everybody now has their S-Crafts unlocked. Pretty sure. Except for maybe Emma. Actually, I don't think Emma has hers yet. But everybody else does, so that's nice. So what are we gonna do now? I guess we have to... well, lunchtime is over. It must almost be time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. Huh? I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. Is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animism does seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much in Roar or Crossbell, though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the Imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. Is that your Arcus ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? This is Class 7, Group A, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Reen. This is Karl Regnitz. Governor Regnitz? Dad? Come to think of it, he did say we'd be able to use our Arcus communication functionality in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yeah, now is totally fine. We actually just left your home. Marcus invited us in for coffee. He did now. I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I like them. It was top-notch brew, alright. With all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. Well, I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task? We can do that, sure, but what exactly is it you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at the jewelers in the Garnier district. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jewelers submitted a report to the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to the Garnier district at once. Alright then, I leave this matter in your hands. What was that all about? Whatever it was, you seem perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. So he explained. So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit left a message addressed to us? Weird. Though, thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to the Garnier district and find out what happened. So, our visit to Heimdall Port for the monster extermination, then we tram to Garnier district. It's got 5 U materials, nice. So let's see what this one is. Burglary, find out what happened as soon as possible. Okay. And I think with that we'll take a break here. Next time we'll try to figure out what happened. So as always, thanks for watching.